Good morning and welcome to day 4 of trying to regain control of the top lake here. So in video 1 I trimmed all the grass over in that corner, I cut all that lot back and worked my way along the edge of the lake to about halfway. In the second video I worked on the end of the lake, working my way back down this side, cutting the hedges and the shrubs down there. And in the third video I finished cutting the hedge along here. So in this video I'm going to be concentrating on these large shrubs here. So in the previous video I did make a start on it, so I'm taking the large shrubs, they're viburnums, so they're evergreen. This isn't the best time of year, it's best to cut them in the spring. We're getting a little late in the year so I can't be as severe with them as I want, but I'm taking the tops out of them and hopefully they will re-sprout, but if nothing else all that new growth that's in the middle there should bush out and should fill out nicely. The problem I'm having is I'm getting a lot of rubbish from them. Because I'm taking more than half the bush out here. So previously I did try shredding them. Unfortunately, because they're so bushy, they don't shred particularly easily. But fortunately, for some reason, the owner seems obsessed with me having a fire. So that's the plan for today. I'm going to be cutting these, dragging them down to our bonfire pile, and I'll have a fire with them within a couple of days when they've dried out. So yeah, got a few of them to do. I've got the ride-on mower down there with a little trailer, so yeah, let's start cutting. So yeah, this is the other end of the lake. So these ones were cut last year, so as you can see they've bushed out lovely. So this is what I want them to be like here next year. So, right, yes. Right, well this isn't going as easily as I would have liked, so yeah, battery's overheated on the saw, so I've got to wait for that to cool down before I can do any more. And although it might not look like I've actually been doing anything for the last few seconds, because I've been down the back of it, I've cut all of that lot off. And yeah, it's all getting tangled, it's all being a pain, but the biggest problem that there is in here is the brambles. I mean, look at the spikes on that. Morticia Adams would be proud of that. But yeah, so that's going through it. So keep dragging those across your arm isn't comfortable. So yeah, I'm going to do a bit of tidying up and I'll get back to you when I'm on to the next bit of cutting. See you in a second. Okay, let's see if this one's any easier. You've still got the dreaded brambles going through there, but they appear to be rooted down in the lake bed, so hopefully I'll be able to pull everything out from it. Yeah, let's see. Yeah, I thought I'd do this one because I thought it might be easier because it's not as big as the others. Yeah, well, I was wrong about that. So yeah, it is just a mess of brambles going through this left, right and centre. So I've cut all the growth off at the top here, allowed it to fall that way, so theory is it should be easy to pick up. But where it's so tangled with all the brambles, I now can't get any of it out. So yeah, I'm at the stage I just want to set fire to it where it is, which isn't the best idea. So yeah, and the worrying thing is that basically any stage the owner could go, right, I want you to stop doing top lake, and this just could all be like for nothing. So yeah, right. Well, I'm going to persist off camera. Yeah, see you in a bit. Okay, well I've managed to get it down. I've been a bit severe with it, but there's so much bramble in it, I'm surprised it was even alive anymore. With the bits that are down there, I got to the stage that the bramble was so thick, I brought a hedge cutter up here and just started smacking it into pieces. So that's now laying down flat, and I'm just going to leave it there to rot. So, I mean, I know it's not the best thing to do, but with this section here, the main thing I'm trying to do is just open this up so when people look around the place, they can see the potential of here, because the place is for sale. And that's the biggest problem, is the owner doesn't want to invest, because he doesn't want to spend out on something for a new person to come in and go, well, I don't like that, and rip it all out. Which is kind of understandable, but at the same time, letting your shrubs grow into that is not saving you money, because now you've just got a bigger problem and you can't see the potential. And yeah, I'm getting to the stage with this where I just feel like I want to give up and go home and just not come back. But yeah, I mean, I can imagine what the place would be like if I did that. In fact, shall we do that? Let's imagine what the place will look like. In fact, let's go wiggly, wiggly, wiggly and into the future. Well, here we are in the future, up on the top lake, almost impenetrable, with trees and brambles growing through everything. And the shrubs slowly being smothered until there's going to be nothing left. You can just about make out that there was a lake here from the odd fishing platform that you can find. Of course, the scary thing is that this isn't the future, this is the other end of the lake, of course. And yeah, there's a lot to do. Of course, if I persist, I could end up with something like this, which is far nicer. So, yeah, trying to sell the place to somebody, this has potential. You can see what it was, you can see what it can be, you can have plans. This side, however, doesn't really give you any thought of potential or inspiration to do anything. It just makes you think, how much is that going to cost to fix? It kind of puts people off the place. So yeah, I'm trying to persist, trying to get the motivation back, but I am really, really struggling with this. Shall we give it a go? See if we can get another one down. It's taken me 4 hours to do the other two. I've got 3 hours left, so I should be able to get this one down without any issues before the end of the day. And it doesn't look like there's quite so much in the way of brambles, so you never know, it might go a bit smoother. Right, let's give it a try. Right, well that's how it's supposed to go. I'm not going to say it was easy. It's hard work. It's heavy. But it's straightforward. You cut the branches, you drag the branches, tree is cleared. No getting tangled, no getting scratched, no getting poked. So yeah, I am now going to really tempt fate, because that only took just over an hour, whereas the others took 2 hours each. So I am going to take a look at this one here. Yeah. Next one is like 3 in a row, so I'm definitely not doing that. But I'm going to tempt fate, and I'm going to give this one a go as well. So yeah, let's get on with this one. So much quicker when they're big pieces like this. Yeah, that's almost an entire bush on its own there. Now I know there's a little bit of tear out on the bottom there where I cut it, but it's not a problem because I cut the entire section out. So that means that it's now deep down in the middle there. So if it does sprout out, it should sprout out where we need it, and then it's just surrounded by all of these other shoots anyway. So yeah, I'm going to empty the trailer and carry on. Yeah, and I don't know if you can make it out. There is a bird's nest down the back there. There was 2 in the other bush. It's not a problem at this time of year because the birds have all moved on. They're very good at making the nests, but like humans, they never demolish anything they don't need anymore. So yeah. And that's another one gone. So yeah, that still took me 2 hours to do, but I'm not complaining because that was really quite big. Because yeah, that was 2 hours of cutting and clearing, not 2 hours of cutting, getting tangled in brambles, feeling like you're attacked by 1,000 kittens, and yeah. So yeah, just this last big piece to do here, and then we're going to be on to the other side. Okay, well obviously it's the end of the day now, and I'm not going to be able to do that shrub today, so I'll do that as a separate video. But yeah, it's looking a lot more open along here, which is good. You can see the bank, you can see the path, you can see the shrubs. I mean, yeah, it'd be nice to have water in the lake, but one step at a time here. We're getting the shrubs under control first, so yeah. But yeah, so if you are still watching now, thank you for being here, because it does really help me with the motivation to feel that somebody's actually interested in what I'm doing. So do leave a like, leave a comment. It really does help me. Doesn't help me financially at the moment because I need over 1,000 subscribers for that, but it helps motivate me. So yeah, well, I'm going to end this video here. Hopefully next time it's going to be a bit more positive, and I shall see you later.